2, 1. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
We did
Yay!
it!
My
Take
God.
that, everyone who said we couldn't make it.
Listen,
It's your class.
2023.
Nah,
Lies.
playing.
Lies. I'm about to say,
I was about to
no.
say, I was like, this is hidden, so I know this one mine.
Keith, that's rude.
I know.
I don't like that.
I thought that was funny.
It's like, oh,
I didn't think
no.
it was gonna work,
I was scared.
but it worked.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
very
easily
gullible.
confused.
I'm
Easily
like,
confused.
what?
My God. All right, so what's the format? What we doing?
I mean,
to our
I'm
creator?
welcoming y'all to the Fly Zone.
Thank you.
I feel
Thank
very
y'all
welcome.
for showing up. You
Of
know
course.
what I'm saying?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for bringing things,
Vibe curators, y'all. In case y'all didn't know, we bring the good vibes. We bring the good time.
and I appreciate that.
You know
A
what
lot
I'm saying?
of
That's
people
what we
just
do.
come.
And that's cool too, because that's half the
I'm
battle.
fine with that. I'm
80%.
fine with that.
I
You
say
know.
showing up is 80%.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Okay.
like stuff.
But we do the
So,
extra 20.
If you
Yeah,
come to
we
my
do.
show and you bring stuff,
Listen, gold chain.
I might post it the next day.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I shoot. You know what I'm saying? I feel special.
I gotta keep.
No, you don't have to. It's the celebration's
You
over.
took
Mine
yours
fell
off.
off. It crumbled.
Well, if like, you guys aren't,
It
I'm not gonna
crumbled.
be the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
one.
yeah. It's
I'm gonna
cool.
put
It's
this
cool. You know
also
what I'm saying?
on my knee.
Y'all get the vibes.
But I do feel Happy New Year. That's the one thing where we can all say it and it's not controversial. Everybody
know.
can be
Yeah.
happy. Happy New Year.
I'm really
everybody.
happy though, cause y'all here. Like y'all made it, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man, it's all good.
I was on their podcast. It was dope. I had a ball. But for those who don't know who you are, introduce yourself.
Okay, I can do that. I'll start, friend. I am Moni, one half of the Fake Ass Book Club, aka the Fab Podcast.
And I'm Kat, the other one.
The other one. Okay, okay. She's my better half.
Other one.
One.
Yeah, there's two. I'm the other one.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we have a podcast, and our podcast is largely based around our friendship because we don't get out much. So I was like, I need a creative project, and I need time with my friends. So the Fake Ass Book Club is sort of a callback to when we had an actual book club and we were meeting up regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gives us an excuse to get together and talk about stuff.
So
and
this is basically your cover to get out the house and kick it with your homegirl.
ding, ding, ding.
Pretty much.
Wow, that was slick.
Listen, I'm out
As
here.
Your
Yeah.
husband watching, right?
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He probably all for it. Like, yeah, get your ass
Get
out
your-
there.
But are you gonna leave me? Listen, it's like, yeah, I
And
keep
happy
them
wife,
together.
happy
so
life.
Yeah.
But it's
balance,
important.
balance,
It's
balance.
important.
It's key.
Yeah, the balance. You gotta have it. So yeah, it's a fun exploration. Like it's a creative project, and it's based around books. Like we read stuff, but we just like sharing stories. So sometimes it's books, sometimes it's not.
Why is it fake though?
Can I let you answer that?
So the title comes because at a certain point when we were doing book club, because it was us and a group of other ladies too,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the same thing. We're really just using it as an excuse to get together. I mean, there would be a book sometimes. Me and
Yes.
maybe one other person would read it, and we might talk about it. For the most part, we're just talking about our lives, our kids, our jobs.
So fellas, when your girl or your wife talking about they going to a book club,
Yep.
see, they just summed it up. They actually called it a fake ass book club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the other book clubs are fake too.
When we
Yep.
tell people
Yep,
about the
basically.
show, a lot of time when I say the title, a lot of response I've gotten is like, "Yeah, book clubs do be fake as hell." It's like, yeah, and
Y'all
we
really
even
just
said
kicking
that.
it.
Yeah, it's like on our way to our fake ass book club.
I'm going
but it's
to.
great.
I'm gonna start saying that. I mean, I ain't really got nobody to answer to right now. But when I do,
Practice.
Mm-hmm.
Practice now.
I'm going to the book club.
I got a book club.
Yeah, I'm
Fake
going
ass
to the
book
book.
club.
I'm not
But
about.
the talk is real.
can't
That's
put
what we always
fake in
say.
front of it.
The
Soon as I
club
do that,
is
it's over.
fake, but the talk is real.
Talk is real.
Absolutely.
Very
We
real.
have some
Good.
really real conversations. And
Boy,
stuff, yeah.
it's too real sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah.
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 So it's a good time. And I'm glad you came too because it was really interesting learning your story and stuff. And that's part of it too. Like we've been able to meet really dope people and share
Appreciate it.
stories and experiences with folks. So
Likewise, it was
Yeah,
a
it's
dope
been
conversation.
nice.
What we talking about today? I thought we said something. We actually
We're talking about
had-
art.
Art.
and well, so no, because you had said to me, so we were at an event together recently. Shout out to the Sip and Share.
I can't-
Sip and Share, you know what I'm saying,
Sip and
winery
Share.
or whatever, and they had like a little private sort of like soft opening for a space that they're going to start renting out.
It was dope.
And yeah, it was super dope. And I asked you
Yeah.
to come out just to get some like video. And you were like, yeah, you know, I'm really introverted. And that's always
Ah, yeah.
surprising to me because I feel like, you know, when you get people who say they're introverted in spaces where it's like, I mean, you're a videographer.
I am.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you have all these followers. You
I
have
have a
this,
podcast.
and you have a podcast. Like, how, Sway? You know what I mean? I just really wanted to tap into that because I do think that a lot of creatives are introverted people.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a misconception about those people. So I just kind of wanted to tap in and have that conversation around, you know, being an introvert and a creator and how art kind of, you know, how that comes into play.
Yeah, that's real. We did
Yeah.
talk about that.
Well, let's do it.
I was very introverted because when I walked in, it was like, oh,
Everyone's so happy to see you.
I know.
hey, word. It was like people overload. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Elementary school, high school.
My whole life flashed before my eyes.
Yeah, 20 years ago. I'm like, whoa, hey, everybody.
That really speaks well to you, though, because everyone was genuinely happy to
That's
see
real.
you.
Like,
you know?
genuinely.
Yeah, I had a moment, though, low-key, on the inside. Like, I had to be like, all right, cool.
See?
Yeah, 'cause
well, talk to me
you're
about that
poised,
though. I
dude.
mean, I know this is
Yeah.
your, but,
Yeah.
but like, talk to me about that because I don't like. I'm not particularly, I would say, introverted. Like, I'm definitely extroverted, but I also understand that energy of like, even though I'm an extroverted person, I don't necessarily like being the center of attention. So
Yeah.
it's weird to be in a space where it's like, let's do a podcast because we talked about how like when we initially, I wasn't thinking like video and being like on screen, but like apparently this is what people want to see
This
or
is
whatever.
it.
I'm like, oh
Nobody
my
wants
God.
to hear a podcast no more.
No.
You
They
guys are
gotta see
weird.
it.
It's supposed to be audio.
No, it's backwards.
So I mean,
I
anyway,
mean,
so
it is still for the people who are listening at their jobs.
Yeah,
Thank
'cause
you
they-
guys.
Yes,
It's
we
just in
appreciate
your
y'all.
They
ear.
at the crib because I actually like. Okay, so this is a podcast. It's a fake ass podcast.
air
'Cause
quotes, you guys, for y'all can't
Mine
see it.
is
Who's
just on
listening?
YouTube.
Oh, straight up.
I don't have it streaming nowhere yet.
Oh, do you need
We
help with
immediately
that?
locked eyes and we're like, oh, we're going to
We're
get
gonna
your
help you.
RSS
Yeah,
feed.
do you want to do that or
I do.
we can put
I
a
need
pin in
to.
it? Yeah, let's put a
Yeah.
pin in
Yeah,
it.
we'll
I
have you
can.
launched by
Can.
tomorrow.
In real life,
Bet.
but so see partnership. See, this is why you collaborate with the people.
Yes.
But yeah, but
Oh,
but to
I
back to
wanted
the
the introverted thing because
Yeah.
I listened to another podcast that to me is similar to ours. It's called The Office with Jenna Fisher, and they break down the different episodes of The Office. But the woman who played Pam, she's like very introverted, and so when she was talking with her therapist, she was like, "You chose a very challenging career."
I'm saying no,
But
it's
I
like why
think-
you picking something that's
and
gonna
I'm
make you be out
introverted
there
too,
like
but I
that?
do like a challenge.
Me
Okay.
too.
So yeah, and I'm getting the feel too because this is my first time in the studio, but I'm getting a
Nice.
feel for it. I'm like, yeah, this is someone who likes to like accomplish things. 'Cause you got the woodworking,
Yeah.
you
I don't
got
know if y'all see the design
yeah,
back here.
and then the
This is
media. Because I
fancy.
talked to other people, and I know you've done their logos and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't
It's,
listen.
yeah, it's that creativity. So it is. To me, it was going to be about art because it's like, how does someone who feels like an artist? Because so much of art is being alone. Like when
True.
you're making art, you do need to be alone for long periods of time. So especially editing.
Yeah, I don't like people in
God.
my space.
I can't have people around when I'm editing
Yeah.
either. Like
People
I have to close
around,
myself
yeah.
off and. But yeah, so like, is that what you do? Like when you're compartmentalizing, like when you're creating, and then when you're
And life, period. Just like, don't talk to me. Don't. Not really like that though, but kind of like that. Like, all right, so if I'm creating or if I'm doing a logo, I'm setting up for something. Like, unless you're like really, really, really helping me, I can't.
I need you to go.
Yeah, I just need you
Yeah.
to give me some room. Like, you
Yeah.
can even go upstairs or
Right, but
downstairs.
you can't be sitting
Just
here
don't
next
be
to
in my
me.
vicinity. I can't see you because like it'll just throw me off, and then I
Distraction.
just get distracted easily. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I need to go get checked out for like adult ADHD and stuff like that.
Can I high five you? Do you like high fives?
Yeah, I do.
I feel the same. I be like, I cannot stay focused. Like, okay, see, we passed it. It was kind of like this right here, but it was with a high five. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
But yes, because I feel like the same thing. Like I'll get started on something, and if it's something that I have to like really concentrate on, I cannot have anybody around. Like I need to have that space.
TV
So,
off. Like I
TV off, radio
today
off.
was like a key day for me. Really, I know it. You know what I'm saying? But today I really was like, dang, that really helped. Like, but as soon as I turned the TV on, I went and got something to eat. I turned the TV on. I didn't go back to my computer.
See. Yeah.
So, but when I had it off, I was over there, edit, cut, chop, share. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
all
the
all
whole
the stuff I need
thing.
to do. But when it came on,
what were you watching?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Recruit.
What's that?
Yeah, it's
don't
on
know what that
Netflix.
Is it a
fire.
movie?
It's kind of funny, but it's kind of like serious
Kinda
at the
dark.
same
Okay.
time.
I
It's
like
kinda,
that. I like
it's
the
good.
contrast.
It's like a dude. He in the CIA, and he like a new recruit, but he like a lawyer, but he in there doing his thing. Like it's tight. It's
Okay,
you gotta
check
watch
it out.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I'm like I love movies. I love like little crazy stuff. Like dang, what was the one on? It wasn't Reservoir. Dang, what was it? It was on Hulu.
Reservation Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
That was
That's,
good.
Did you
man, I
see it
love
too?
it.
I did because Bill Burr was on it.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, he was
Let's
promoting
go. I
it,
love
and
Bill
it's
Burr.
entirely produced by indigenous people.
Let's.
Yeah, it's dope.
You know how we
Yeah.
love look high fives. We like high fives. So
Yeah.
I'm so yes. We're corny. Sorry guys.
That's the thumbnail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, that was a really good show.
Yeah, I
and
love it.
It is cool to kind of see because it's just the hood. I was
Yeah.
like, this is
Just
It's
the
they
hood. We
hood
talked
though. Like
about
I'm like, man, they
that.
hood is so hard. I was like, I want to go to they hood.
Yo.
Wherever I go, I don't care where it's at in the world. If I'm on
Mhm.
vacation, I'm going to the hood, going to the gas
It's where
station.
the best food is.
Yeah, I
Yo.
swear, definitely the best food,
Yes.
best atmosphere, best people.
Yes.
I'll
Like,
ask, I'll be like,
Yes.
where's the beauty supply? Like
Yeah.
Show
that's
me
where
where
I'm
that's
like,
at.
For sure.
yes.
I like it
then
when it's a
we'll go.
little dangerous. When I don't feel safe getting
When I
out
have
the
to-
car.
Wait, what's
Be scared for
dangerous
my life.
A
though?
little dangerous.
Gotta be scared for my life. There
I
might
gotta be a little fearful of my life.
Listen, this keep it 100. It's dangerous everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
part.
saying
Yeah,
it
that-
is. But
It
when
is.
I'm talking about like us,
You want to see
gang,
some broken glass?
I want to see some broken glass. I need at least a
a
crackhead or two.
syringe or something.
I need one crackhead or two.
Sprinkled about.
or two.
Or
They
two.
usually
What
are
about a
in
meth
Paris because
addict?
they gotta work together. You get more done
That's
together.
true.
Exactly. So I need a couple little badass kids run up to me. What's up, big bro? Let me get a.
Asking for money and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy
I'll
that
be
you
like,
just
it's
said that.
11:30 at night. Why are
Where are
y'all
you
out
outside?
Here?
No. My brother was just in Vietnam. He was taking a vacation. He lives in Japan. He's been over there for like
Going to Japan this year.
for real.
Yeah.
Holler at me.
Wait,
I'll
this
put you
year or
in front of
next
him.
year?
Right,
Because-
23. Right,
This year. This
23.
Year. 20. Next year. This year.
Look,
Remember
we
today
don't-
is tomorrow.
What is
Right,
today?
'cause we
Thank
toasted
you.
it.
23
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
and see, I'm in the time zone.
Happy New
See,
Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
I forgot I'm in the future.
Holler at me because I got a contact for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You are in the future. We are in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but he was in vacation in Vietnam, and he was like, yo, we were like at dinner, and it was like these kids,
Yeah.
and they were like doing stuff, performing. He was like, man, they don't even have shoes. Like, they trying to get money for school because school isn't free there.
Yeah.
And so he was like, man, it was a little dude. He might have been 8, 7. He was like, he had a tattoo on his neck. He had like 2 earrings. He was
Life
like,
is
it was
real.
wild.
They
And he
had
was like, he kept,
gold
it was
teeth.
to the point where like, he was like the little kid after he was done performing, throwing fire, whatever he was doing, was like locking eyes with him. Like, nigga, you ain't about to
Right. What's up with this
drop
bread?
off that change, though.
Like I said, I know
Like,
you
yo,
got it. You
yeah.
ain't even from here.
Don't
I
even
know
play-
you got it.
man.
Yo, he
I
was
hope he
like-
broke him off.
Go
Well,
ahead.
so he didn't at the moment because he was like, I can't do this now because then everybody's gonna come over here.
Right.
So, but he was like, I tried to
right. It'll be
find
a
little
feeding
dude and
frenzy.
his
Yeah, let me
friends
get him.
after the fact because he was like, I was trying to buy him some shoes or some shit. But he said he took him to the store and let them buy some stuff.
Oh.
But just to your point of being like, like a lot of times we're vacationing and we're having a good time and we're meeting people. So that says a lot about who you are, though, that you want to see the real people because not like we're exploiting their. I don't want to make
Nah.
it seem like that because we are like contributing to their economy and
was
stuff
one of
like
them
that.
people.
But we,
know what I'm saying?
same. We
Like,
yeah.
I was born in that, so it's like I like
Yeah.
going and meeting the people and seeing the people that I'm like minded with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like shout out to Swole.
Stuff swell.
When we go out of town, like we was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? We had bumped into a guy outside of Ross because he was going to get some flip flops, and like the people that we meet, like every time we go out of town, this happens every time, but I ain't want to just say it. Like every time we go out of town, we meet somebody, we take them to get clothes and all that. Like it ain't like that every time, but
Right.
like we at least buying food or something for somebody because we know that where we came from, like
And
we
you know
got to
how
change
much
the
it
narrative.
means. Like when
It mean a
somebody
lot.
just for no reason though,
Yeah.
other than just I see you.
And you can
know what I'm
tell,
saying?
like, just bumping into somebody, like, some people, like, hey, man, can I get it? I be like,
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ones that you draw to. Like, one dude, he ended up being, like, he was an ex-boxer, like, telling us his whole story, you know what I'm saying? He was a boxer. He did something with dogs and all kind of stuff, and he had millions and then lost it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that you meet, you never know who you going to bump into and who might bump back up. You know what I'm saying?
that
And,
part,
like, just by that
part.
little help. So we end up buying the dude
That's what
some
I'm saying.
shorts
Like
and
something
all
like
that
that could
stuff.
I
mean
love
so much to people. And my
Yeah.
grandmother always talks about like she's like, things change. 'Cause people used to care about each other. It's
Yeah.
like back when she was, coming up, like
It was
people really
different.
did help each other, because it's like sometimes you just need a little leg up sometime, but then crack happened.
Yep, a little
Crack
help.
is
Just
whack.
a little help now.
Just a little
Yeah.
something every once in a while,
That's what's
but
up.
yeah,
I-
but I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
I like
prefer
that.
that. Like when I travel, I like to
Yeah.
see the real.
It's a little dangerous. Just a little bit of danger.
My whole thing is though, it's dangerous when all the crimes that have happened to me have been in the suburbs.
Right here.
But you know,
Okay.
it's a little. I'm a little less threatening. I ain't gonna lie. Like if somebody pull up on me in the suburbs, I'm
But
like,
see, you're a guy too, though. Like,
That's
understand,
true.
like, it be
yeah.
feeling
So I need a
different
little
being
bit
People
more
get-
danger.
Okay.
Here's what
fair enough.
happens: people get
You know what I'm
people
saying?
get shot in the suburbs.
They
They
do.
just cover the stories differently.
Exactly.
They don't make it
True
look
that.
menacing and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. But the same kind of stuff happens. People get shot in their all this stuff.
Right.
It's true,
I need a
it's
little
true, it's
yelling in my background. Like
I do
Some
not
dogs
like it when
barking and
it's too
shit.
quiet at night. Too quiet at
You
night
did
freaks
say
me
that
out.
where you
my
live.
my
Right.
area is like when I first moved over here,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell?
It's too quiet?
There's nothing. And then
Yeah.
like 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, okay, cool. That's what I needed. I can go to bed now.
I am used to hear. I
Listen.
need you to hear some dogs, some sirens,
something.
maybe a little like a car. Like it'll be nothing. It'll just be dead quiet, and it's scarier
Yeah.
to me than the
Me
noise.
too. I need a little noise. Because if
That's
it's
so
too quiet,
funny.
like I'll go make the noise. Go kick the garbage can.
Right. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to shoot in the air tonight. No, I'm
Just for
playing. No,
myself.
don't do that. Yeah, just for me.
Just for
Right,
you.
and
For me. Actually, don't do that,
I hope
y'all.
everybody
don't
was
do that.
safe yesterday. like,
Yeah, I hope everybody partied
I
safe. I hope
know.
everybody drove safe.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
please. Yes, absolutely.
And congratulations to everybody that threw parties yesterday and got bread, because I know y'all got back because everybody was outside.
out there.
yeah,
Me
and it's not
personally,
freezing cold.
I
It's
stayed
gonna get
in-
bumping.
I stayed inside.
Listen, me too.
I did too.
Me too.
But I'm just getting. I mean, we're getting older.
Yeah.
At least
Listen,
me and Moni are.
I don't. We
know.
don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to put it out there.
I'm
with your-
good. I'm 40.
Oh,
Nice.
40. Okay, we
Sprinkle.
around
Big
there
40.
too. Yeah, big 40.
Call me Big 40 from now on.
Ooh, I like that.
I like
big
that,
40.
Big 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it
Big
on my
homie.
shirt.
Big 40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
it gotta
40.
be.
So I feel like the compulsion to go out like goes down a little
does.
bit
It
as
does.
we get into different decades of our lives.
And I think this is a good segue into the introvert thing that we was
Let's
talking about.
do
We could
it.
get back into that because
I
we
like
did
it.
veer. We went all the way to Miami.
This is what we do.
We actually went to Japan.
We did. We went around the
We went to
world.
Vietnam. and
Vietnam.
Japan.
Vietnam,
And
Vietnam,
but wait,
Japan.
do you have a buddy like Moni who like drags you out of the house?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah,
You
but
need
no.
one?
You just be our
Or
third
one
wheel.
who tries to.
Third wheel. I don't mind being y'all third wheel.
Yeah.
I got two friends, Fontaine and Shamika.
Yeah.
They try to drag me out the house, but
It don't work.
To no avail, huh?
they be flaking too. Yeah, if y'all watch it, y'all be flaking.
No,
too.
you see,
we
we
both
show
be
up.
flaking.
Yeah.
Now,
We
we,
show up.
now we be flaking. I'm the biggest flaker though. I ain't gonna lie.
We call it pranking out.
We do.
Like we'll do a
Yeah.
double prank out
Sometimes
where
it's
it'll
like-
be,
Prank out.
where it's like perfect. Like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Sometimes
please
it's a
tell me you don't
beautiful-
want to go.
Right. It's like I told you because I love you, but I also don't
Yeah.
want to though.
I was
So
like, oh, I get to just not get dressed and just stay right here. That would be
Cool.
great.
I love being in the house.
because
Like,
the effort of
you
it all.
pay enough to live there.
curled up
It's
in the
like-
bed. Like I got my room is perfect. I got a bed. I got a TV, a nice size TV.
Right. You got
I got a
everything you
little comfy
need.
chair in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If I want to see what people are doing, I have a magic rectangle that shows me.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
they
pretty
work.
dope.
They work.
I actually got 3 of them,
See?
and then I got like 2 mini magical rectangles. To be honest,
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be
Sometimes
real.
it's too much magic.
Way too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
take
put
a
it down
break.
and just
I got a
take a
big
nap.
one. I got a little
Medium one,
medium
and then a little
and like
one.
3 little ones,
See.
and then this.
Wow.
Oh, see, I can't do those. I have to me, that might as well. It reminds me of being on parole or on probation, like or
Right.
house arrest.
You would do that.
Wow.
just
So you're
changed
on
the
house
whole-
arrest. So
She
he's
just changed
Because
everything.
it's like we
Yeah.
gotta know where you are all the time. And also, I,
I mean, the
find
phone
watches
is the same.
uncomfortable.
It's the same.
No, because
Like,
it's not on me. Like I can
'Cause you
walk
can
and
get
can
rid
sit
of
it
it.
over there.
Yeah, but then that's
this
on
is
you
on you
all the time.
I don't know. I just like it was orange.
Okay,
People like
fair.
that. People like to be on all the
I
time
don't
now.
know.
They do, and I mean, no judgment.
And they was buy
it's
one
just-
get one free.
Oh
like-
yeah.
When I
that's-
I like
actually-
things. I'm a thing person.
You like gadgets? I can tell. 'Cause
Yeah.
this reminds me too of my cousin. 'Cause
Like
she,
my granddad was a gadget person. Like he the reason all this is like when everybody asks me why do you do this, my granddad.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
the ancestors. Gotta love them.
gadgets.
Man, cheers to the ancestors, though.
ancestors.
To
Thank
inspiration and
you.
like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's
and
important.
the future ancestors, which is
yeah.
what Native Americans call their children.
We
the
are future ancestors.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember we talked about Native Americans last time you was on our
This was
podcast?
my Huasca, man.
That's what's up. Ooh. I would love to do that. I mean, we
pretty
ain't
good.
talking about nothing about introverts, but also
I was on my. I swear, I was trying to be a
was
good
me.
host.
That
I
was me.
bearded,
That
and
was
then
me.
it got
That was me.
redirected.
I veered off
it's
course.
a
But we
fake
said
ass book
something
club. We
about
used to just do what
bushes.
we want. You know what I'm
Parties and
saying?
stuff like that. And I was gonna talk about going outside.
Well, let's do that though.
and
Let's do that. Let's
being
stay.
an
Let's stay. Let's
introvert.
keep the people.
I'm gonna
But I
get some
kind of like
introvert
where we
tips
was
from
at
you.
though.
We can get back to ayahuasca. I mean, I
said some
definitely
what?
wanted to.
Introvert tips. Like, what are some
Ah,
good introvert
I ain't
tips?
How
got
do you
no-
deal
going
with
out?
it? That's a good point. So, like, you know,
I
you being
barely do.
Really?
Look, I fight through it. Like yesterday, I went to an event, and this is like one of them. It got to the event was supposed to be over at 10 o'clock. I mean 9:30, and it went on to like 10:30. You know, I was shooting, and I
I was
actually
looking
got
at the
paid, so
Apple
I was
Watch
like, it's that time. But I had such a good time. I ain't gonna lie, I had a great time. Somebody who was there, his mom actually got up and spoke about being an addict, and I was like, whoa. Well, actually, said she was an alcoholic, but she also spoke about being an addict too. So it just, I was like, dang, I guess it was supposed to. It was meant for me to be here because when I first came in, she was the first person I connected to. Like, I started helping her set the stuff up, and we was talking, and then she got up there. I was like, that's why.
I love that.
Okay. So
See, that's why
yeah.
it's important sometimes to
You
push
gotta-
through though,
you
because
gotta break
you
through.
never know like who it
You
is
never
you're
know.
gonna connect with.
And that does happen a lot. Usually, I don't regret. Every once in a while, I regret
I do too.
regret
Every
going
once
out.
in
but
a
you
while.
know it before you get there. Like, yeah, this is about to be a shit show.
You know, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I feel bad sometimes too. Even if I had a good time, I get overwhelmed and I leave without saying goodbye. So for everyone I've ever done that to, I'm sorry. It wasn't anything personal.
I'm out the back door. I'm out the front door. I'm out whatever door is closest.
I'm just leaving.
I'm out the window.
Yeah, I'm like-
sometimes it hits. It just hits you.
I swear, and I'm gone.
I feel seen because I'm around. This bubbly individual, and it was just like
That's how she came into the business bazaar. She's bouncing all around. I seen her hit the corner. Like, hey, I'm over there just looking at her like, look at her.
Like I know, hey, everybody.
real talk, real
Look at
talk. And generally, I try to be pretty effervescent, but I hit a wall.
Whoa,
at
wait.
some point.
Wait a fucking
Effervescent is
minute.
a fun word. I like
It's
it.
a huge word.
Isn't that nice?
What
Bubbly.
does it?
It's like this. It's the
Effervescent?
bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh
Bubbly.
yeah, effervescence. Anything that makes you burp.
Yep.
Oh.
So anything that
Put a
kinda
little
bubbles
ding
up.
when we say effervescence. Ding, that's the vocabulary word for
We
today.
gonna for every word, I'm gonna pull it up and put a
Oh
definition.
yeah, I like vocab words.
That's
I always
dope.
love vocab
Wordy.
I
testing.
like vocab too.
I do too.
And I was a big speller. I love spelling.
Now spelling is where you
Whoa,
lose me because
you
English
lost
is
me, sir.
insane.
Yeah, math and spelling.
Math
Math
makes
is
sense.
But don't ask me
though.
to spell nothing now.
Right, well, because
Okay.
math will still
was
work.
then.
The
Math
math
is always
rules
the
are
same.
always the same. The spelling
love
rules are like,
math.
oh, we put that there, but we don't
Yeah,
pronounce
you're
that
right.
K.
I know.
Or
And
that
like teaching
G.
your kids.
Okay,
I'm
my bad.
like,
Hold on. Let's take this back.
All right.
Let's.
Elementary spelling.
But
Not-
still done. All
You
the
write,
stuff,
like,
it's
restaurant,
we have three
restaurant.
words for two that are all spelled different and
Spell
mean different
restaurant.
things. No. If
was
I
gonna
want a
try. I'm glad you said
restaurant,
no.
and that's the thing too. Why don't we just spell things the way they sound?
How
Most
it's spelled.
languages do that.
Right.
See,
And
I
then
like
some
that.
words are spelled the same way, but they mean something different too.
And
Then
then
you get
some
into all that
words we
shit.
use
English
like
is
the
dumb.
French pronunciation, like ballet, like it should be ballet.
Ballot.
But we use the French pronunciation, which is
Buffet.
ballet.
Buffett.
Buffet, right? Or
Oh,
knight.
not buffet.
I still
Buffet.
say mitre
Buffet.
because there's a J in it.
Major, we did talk about
We
that last
did. I guess it's all
I
coming
believe
together.
it.
Full circle.
Yeah, it's a policy.
English is weird, guys.
It's
That's
Okay,
definitely
the-
so
that's the main
so are you
idea.
good with saying goodbye, or do you just dip out?
And it depends on the people.
Okay.
If I know you, I love you, I'm saying bye. If I just met you and I found out that I kind of like you, I'll say bye. If I bumped into you at a place and I ain't really feeling the vibe, adios.
See you next time.
I'm not
So
saying bye.
what are some of the things that throw off the vibes for you, where you know immediately, like just
People.
their energy?
Yeah,
Okay.
like people and things. Like what's going on? Like what's going on here? Like what y'all doing? Like
I remember one time I left a
What are y'all
party because
doing?
like
Yeah,
I
I'm-
just immediately was like, I'm having a panic attack. I gotta go. The music
Nah.
was too loud. The vibe was weird. It was
Yeah.
cold.
I
There
hate
was
it
no
here.
food.
I hate it
I
here.
hated it here.
and
I
I'm the
was
guy
like,
that's creep to the back. Like I got to see everything. Like all right, okay.
I don't even have to do all
No,
that.
that's my
All right,
husband.
they look
He's
like it's
where
going
the
left.
exits.
Yeah.
Oh, you're scouting the whole thing.
Yeah, what's going like
For
all right,
evacuation.
They look like they might be going left a little bit. I ain't going over there. I ain't rocking with that. Okay, they seem like they might be cool. all right, she twerking.
Right. That's nice.
That's
It's
cool.
talent.
That's
you know
cool
what I'm
for a
saying?
minute. You know what I'm saying? Drunk people,
Like, oh,
Very
I bet you
uncomfortable.
that's
very
Drunk
They're
men are
annoying.
scary.
It's cool when I was drunk because it was different.
it's
'Cause you're
always
drunk
different when
too.
it's you. It's
'Cause you
always
don't
But
notice how
now I'm
scary
looking
it
like,
is.
what the fuck was I doing?
I
What was I
know.
doing? Like the conversations I was having, the arguments I probably had, the everything that
Good
was
thing you
going
don't have to
on.
remember all that shit though. Really, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure some of it you just probably
It's
don't even
definitely
know.
a blur, and I'm glad.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
for
easier
sure.
to move on that way.
Definitely. I'm good now. I ain't, but yeah, being around like that's one thing I can't have is a drunk woman in my life.
what's
Same,
up, though.
sir.
I
Because
don't-
I
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
do like growing up with substance abuse. That's something I knew. I was like, I don't want to put up with that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, because I have had people that I've liked and dated, and it's like you're
It's a turn off.
every single time. Like,
Yeah.
because that's the thing. Because obviously, I don't mind a drink, but
Yeah.
like
Hello.
you can't ever not.
Right.
Like that's the thing. Like to me, that's a problem.
Even with
So,
smoking, like I'm like, man, you can't function without smoking a blunt.
ever.
Ever. Like you gotta roll up all the time, you know what I'm saying?
That's not a
Yeah.
healthy relationship with
Nah.
the substance.
I'm good with like a cheaper every now and then, and you have a drink every now and then.
Right.
I can tolerate that, but like somebody that drinks every day, all day.
Right.
like,
And
This is
also
what I
too, I
do.
can smell it because there's also certain types of liquors
Yeah.
that are triggering, and I don't.
I
really
can't lay
like.
next
That's
to you when
true,
you
too.
breathing in my face, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, that's not great.
yeah,
Well, and I mean, not like you want to necessarily go here though, but I'm just saying, like, especially because you have a history with, like, that was a lifestyle that you're trying to like distance yourself
Yeah.
from. I don't want to be back. I don't want to go back to that.
And
Like,
side note, we can go wherever.
yeah, okay, good. I just, you know
Um,
what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking to myself, like, I wouldn't want to, like, because I'm thinking about how challenging it is to get to a point where you're like, okay, changing your behavior has to be one of the hardest things you
Yeah,
are tasked with in life. And if you're aware enough, you are always doing that. And so, like, to be around somebody that triggers something, especially when it's like, I've been there and done that and I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even in a judgmental way. If that's what you're doing, I'm not there though. You know what I'm
see
saying?
the
I can't-
alcohol, it's just really the action thing for me.
Really.
How you act when
Okay.
you own it. Like if you can,
I
drink
got you, yeah. And be
and
regular.
You good,
Mhm.
oh, all right, cool. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You graduated. You did your thing.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Me personally, I don't drink, but that's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the belligerent, drunk, mind
That's
altering.
never fun.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? I
never
can't
fun.
deal with that person.
That's how you get to the nightly shooting.
Man, we keep
Yeah.
talking about that. We always be trying to leave before that shit happen.
Yeah.
We don't be there for the nightly shit.
Yeah, I ain't there that long.
Yeah. That's the-
I yawn at 9:30.
Yo.
I'm out at 10 o'clock. Maybe 11 at the max.
right.
I've been out past that, but my body was like, bro, why are you here?
I'm mad.
What's your peak? So that makes me think about the times that like we've been out on New Year's, right? So I'm thinking about one New Year's where we actually went out. I think it was like, it might have been the year I got married, because my husband is not. He's like, you know, I would say he's more introverted, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to go out. Like the like a nightmare would be like going out on New Year's Eve, like a nightmare. He would die, like
Living nightmare.
the only time we ever was out together on New Year's Eve was his sister's wedding. Like she got married on New Year's
I remember
Eve.
that.
Her the guy that she married, their family had a nightclub. So the reception was there, so we were already there,
okay.
and they did open
It
it
just
up.
turned over into.
And I remember I just went to the wedding. I think I went home after that.
Yo, and he was like, I mean, he's one of them people. I'll be mad because I'm like, I've taken all this extra time to be cute and nice, and then you're up here asking me constantly,
You ready to
it's time
go?
You ready to go? No,
My son does that with me at weddings.
I'm
When
not
we-
ready
when
to
he was little and I
go.
take him to stuff, he'd be like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, I'm having a good
I'm
time.
not done
Right.
being fancy.
Because listen,
you're messing it
what's
up.
Trying
weird
to get
is
your
like,
money's worth out of all this
Yeah,
stuff.
like I
I
try
don't like
really
being in a
hard.
room full of strangers, but if it's my family, like if we're having
different.
like, or your husband's
Thank
family,
you.
because
I mean,
it
you
feels
know
like my
these.
Vibe,
family.
yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, I'm like,
He's
this
like,
is fun to
yo.
me now.
He's
I'm
like, I got on a suit and I'm ready to go.
my son, it doesn't matter who it is. Because even now, I'm surprised he wanted to go out for New Year's. He
I-
was with his friends. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
cool.
good.
So he's stepping outside.
Yes.
So that's what's up,
But he's
though.
the type too where he's like, I don't like no a lot of drinking though.
How old
yeah,
is
I
he?
can see that.
21.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We had a fun New Year's though. Back in the day, we went.
He actually was a fun campaign for. Wait, which one?
Who is he? Who you
Y'all on the same?
No, my son.
They're on
Like,
different
when we went
pages
Yeah,
of the
we're
book
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh, we're just different New
I
Year's.
watched
He
the
introduced
Happy.
me to I don't know if to say names or what Jody
You
say.
don't? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. That was one of my
like, when
favorite
she
New
had one
Year's.
at her house, and I was able to bring my son. We had our
It
kids,
was
we
a
all
house.
dressed
House
up.
parties are a vibe.
I do
House
prefer a
parties
house party.
are a vibe.
Yeah, our
but
barbecue.
it's who's at the house.
Of course, that's always it.
I'm not.
I'm
Nobody's
not
coming
Because
to
then
my
to
house if
me,
you're
the
not
house
vetted.
party just makes it that much more like.
Sure.
I'll be in there like I can't go to like I'll get invited to something, and then it's like damn I'm ready to be here, but now I got to make something up to leave. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what
But
I
that's
will
why
say
you just
is
leave without saying anything.
right that part,
We gotta get your
or
report together.
see, you should have him.
Strong
he had the,
agree.
he had the
Okay,
technique
let me see
going. You
if I
gotta
can-
tilt it to the
Tilt it
side,
to
friend.
the side. Boom, there
Look
you
at
go.
you.
Just
Be-
like
Okay,
it's
but
like
I
a
don't even
slide.
need that much.
It's like a slide. You know what I'm
It
saying? Like,
is.
I like seeing the bubbles.
Effervescence. Remember that
Effervescence.
wing? Boop. Yeah, man, good choices. But I think for me, even though I'm extroverted, I do need solitude to like recharge, which I don't get a lot of because I do have. I think that was the hardest part for me. It wasn't like I hated being home because I'm in healthcare, so I was at work at the hospital a few days a week, and then I worked from home a couple of days. And I don't know, like I liked being able to leave and come back, but then also I kind of like envied people who got to just be at home.
it was the homeschool for me.
Oh, talk about it. Because
Let's
I
talk
have
about it.
opinions.
My daughter is in the Spanish. I keep on saying it wrong every time. I say conversion, but I think it's another one.
Immersion.
Immersion.
Is it Cold Spring? Not to put it out there. Okay.
Nah, I
Well,
don't want
what's
people
your
knowing where my
age?
daughter go to school.
Right,
Nah,
right. I
it's
just
Scouts
wondered.
test. It don't matter.
Okay.
Scouts test.
Wait, what? How old is she?
She's 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, so
And
she was
see,
So
7
that
then.
second grade.
Yeah.
Second, third
Okay.
grade.
Yeah. So it was like, like.
Yo, it was terrible.
Yeah,
hated
so
it.
like all the work was left on us, you know what I'm saying? The teachers, like it wasn't like it was just crazy, like, and it's all Spanish, so it was like, man, if it was English,
That's
it'd have been
crazy.
okay.
Yeah, like what are we supposed to
But,
even be doing right now?
yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna just put it out there. It was in English for me, and I had a first grader and a third grader, two first graders actually, because I was helping my sister-in-law. Because our kids went to the same school, and they were in her son was in the same grade as my daughter, and yeah, like I wanted to poke my eyes out. Like I was like, this is terrible. And I mean, because even before the pandemic, I'm always one of those people that's like, here's my number, teacher. Like we're a team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I will back you up at home, but like I need you to be in here doing this stuff because this is
Yeah.
not my ministry.
yeah.
You feel me?
But then
You know what I'm saying?
you became the pastor.
I had to anoint the children, and we needed holy
And
oil
feed
every day.
them. Because that was the thing too. When
Every
people
day.
talking about being bored during the lockdown,
I was
that
not bored. I was not
never
bored.
the case. I had to cook. So many.
Yeah, I
like,
wasn't bored at all.
I wasn't. There was so much to do. I would be
Yeah.
exhausted at the end of the day and just go like 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm gonna
Same.
sleep.
And then I'm like so I'm at home at work all the time, you know what I'm saying? So then it was like, all right, now it's people here with me.
That part. See, introverts. It's like, yo,
I'm
what are
like,
you
So
doing
what
here?
would
What
you do
the
for your
hell?
solitude? Because I had things in place so that I would still get my alone time.
Did you?
Yes.
Look, right. I admire her. This is why I keep her around. I'm trying to be
I
like,
told you I'm taking the self care very
She goes,
seriously.
I'm gonna need notes to take notes from you
Listen.
too.
I will
Yeah,
listen.
okay, go. What you do?
You have to be. It's so weird though.
You gotta
Like
be ashy to write on your arm.
That's true. I'm very
And you light
moisturized. It ain't gonna happen.
it ain't gonna work.
but the facts. But well, no. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the homeschooling because,
Okay.
like, yeah, you did have to homeschool your kids.
Yes.
For me, that wasn't that hard. I actually went to school for education at first, and I dropped out because I did not like the American school system, and I didn't want to be a part of it.
Gotcha.
And so, but I love education, and I love
does.
educating.
I wish I could
I
have
wish I
sent
had
my
your
kids to her house. Like, why didn't we just send our kids over there?
I would have
You know
taken
what I'm
them.
talking about?
I would have gladly, and I
Do
love
something
your
with the
kids.
children. They're amazing.
They
Yeah,
have
now everybody
keen,
know
probing,
now.
curious
They know what to
minds.
do now.
Listen,
If there's another
They're-
lockdown,
They deserve so much
You know
more.
what to
Because
see.
a lot of people did do sort of these like homeschooling pods and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed that. I actually do love feeding and teaching the kids.
I'll
So-
feed
dope.
you. Like, even though I get resentful about feeding people, it's so much easier than educating them. It's like the patience that's
I don't like
involved I
feeding
don't
people
have.
either. I mean, I'll cook. I don't mind.
Fuck it, I'll
You'll
cook
do it.
because
But
to
I'll
me,
do it. But if I had to pick versus, what we doing?
Cook. I'm gonna
whipping.
cook.
I don't care.
I'm whipping. I'm
You're a
whipping.
sous chef.
can chop, I'll get it together.
I mean,
So like an assistant chef, like you'll do like
I
the
could
prep
really
work.
cook. I
I
could
believe
cook.
you.
What's your signature dish? Just real quick.
um,
I'm just curious.
all of them.
All of them.
Wow, I've never
I
heard
don't
that
know.
answer.
We should
Congrats.
do
That was the
an episode and cook
flossiest
something and do some. Yeah,
answer I've
Wes.
ever heard to that.
That's what's up.
All of
If
them.
I got
who-
the
what-
ingredients, I'll cook it. And
Okay, so what are your kids' requests? Like, what is like? I need you to make this. What's
they
their
don't
favorite
have
dish?
no requests. I ain't gonna lie with them lately. It's been
Wingstop?
non-existent
Takeout.
for sure.
Okay.
Kids
They,
don't want to
they
eat.
request is my daughter. She loves what's that place?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
That's my kids.
Actually, daughter
it's
told me, she's like, I
the
don't like Chick-fil-A.
Panda
Like,
Express. Panda Express.
my daughter was on a Panda Express kid for a while and then stopped liking it.
Yeah, orange chicken. She like orange chicken, so I make orange chicken here sometimes.
Okay.
Okay.
My son,
You do fried rice too?
yeah,
Let's go for
With the egg?
with the egg. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You want to know how to make fried rice? Cause you gotta dry the rice.
It's a lot of moves.
You gotta
it seems
dry the rice
simple,
up.
but
Yeah,
it's a lot of
not
moves.
It's a
that
flex.
simple.
It's a flex.
Very
Okay.
proplex.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now we know Fly really knows how to cook.
A little
That's
bit.
what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
And I actually liked being able to listen in on my kids' lesson plans and supplement them. Because
Yeah.
she had like a section on the explorers, because she was in 6th grade at the time. And I was like, a much accurate term for these people would have been human traffickers.
Wow.
Like these people
Yo,
were
in
this
real
is
life.
this is a
life.
euphemism. Like you need to know like what was really going on and stuff like that. And also I didn't really like her teaching team in 6th grade. Like as time went on, I liked it. Or 5th grade. I'm sorry, that was 5th grade. I didn't really care for them. I didn't like the way they talked to her or the other kids.
Really?
No, it was a lot of stuff where it was like, and I didn't necessarily complain, but it was something that I addressed and wanted to make
As
sure
you
that my
should.
daughter was aware of, because to her it's just normal.
Yeah, nah.
But I was like,
you
I don't
gotta
like
know
the-
that it's not normal.
Because it was a
Sure.
math class and she answered one of the questions and got it right. And I'm just listening in the background because I'm cooking. And her teacher was like, yeah, that was pretty obvious. And I'm like, well, why are you asking obvious
Whoa.
questions then? Like, there should be
The fuck is
nothing
we
else
here for?
Like, excuse me,
What?
kid.
Right. Now you're in the camera, like, excuse me.
Right, and I didn't say anything
What'd
at
you
the
say to my
time
daughter?
because I don't want to
Yeah.
embarrass her. Because she's really sensitive.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell her afterwards. I was like, I don't like how Mr. So and So said that to you because you were paying attention and you got the answer right. That means you were doing what you were supposed
You're
to
being
do.
a student.
Exactly.
Like, that's
And
what
all
you're
you
here for.
have to say is if you don't want to praise her, you don't have to disparage the fact that she got the right answer.
Facts.
So it's like you could have just said correct
What's
if
his
you
name
didn't want to
again?
say
Kept
We
it
about to
moving.
pull up on-
Right, where's this?
You know what year this is.
Listen,
I don't
right.
even care. What's happening?
I'm not
We
gonna say
we
that
don't play
man.
that.
Peace to that man
Yeah,
and
all right,
everything
peace
he was
to
going
that
through. But I
man.
didn't like the way he was talking
Yeah.
to her, because I remember that
And
experience
at
when
that
I was in
time,
school.
everybody else were going. Everybody goes through something.
Everybody
so
was
he
going
probably,
through stuff, but it's like
yeah.
don't
Don't put
like
that on the
diminish
kids,
her.
yeah.
Like there's nothing right. But I remember
We can
that.
cuss on here, by the way.
Oh, I've been cussing. You didn't
Oh,
hear it
okay.
earlier.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say shit, but you didn't. I was looking
She
forward
held
to you.
herself-
Don't be shitting
It's
on
like I was looking forward to
I
hear
was waiting
you
on it.
say a
She's-
B word.
No,
B word.
We do cuss.
No, I wanted to make sure, most importantly, just communicating to my daughter, like, you're smart. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
times she says she doesn't feel smart. I'm like, girl, you are so smart. Like, it's
Yeah.
irritating sometimes how
Right,
smart
that's the
you
part.
are.
Having smart kids is a challenge.
It
Yeah, for sure.
is, because you definitely come with me. But so in a lot of ways, she questions her intelligence. And I'm like, I spend so much time doing that it's a waste of time. Just go into it like nobody is, like, there are going to be people smarter than you, duh. But it's like no one's better than you. Like you
That's
have
the
to
way
keep,
different situation.
Yeah, you have to keep improving on yourself and keep doing that. So I enjoyed that aspect of the lockdown, being able to be a part of her education more, because I don't know how everybody else is when you pick your kids up for school and they'll be like, oh, what'd you do in school today?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That was the answer.
It's like, did you learn thing new? No. It's
No.
like, so what are you?
I'm like, they
there?
ain't learning you nothing in that school. That's
Yeah.
what I was
They
telling
gotta
her.
be teaching you something.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. But I
All
feel
day.
you though. I mean, I kind of felt like that too though. Like I felt grateful that I had the opportunity at least a few days a week to be involved.
Oh,
but
that's
I
so
guess
sweet.
yeah, but at the same time though,
Book that shit.
it was overwhelming because there was still everything else. It's one
FTK.
thing.
What'd you say,
Listen,
FTK? Fuck
But
this kid.
listen, that's Fridays.
Yo, yeah, we gotta say that
FTK
Friday.
Fridays,
FTK.
'cause- But that's carving out the
The
alone
time.
time.
That's my Wednesday through Saturday.
Gotcha.
FTK.
See,
I
my
be
kids
missing my kids though. I
Live
ain't-
at my house.
all the time.
Ah.
Oh,
They
and
be
see,
there.
like, yeah, we're single parent life.
Yep.
Single parent
So
life.
cheers.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
You know, I
talking
say to co-parenting. Well,
Yeah.
technically, everybody's co-parenting.
That's
yeah,
true,
for
that's
sure.
true.
But shout out to the co-parents.
Yeah,
But,
shout out
but
to
the
the
co-parents,
In separate houses.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
pound to the parenting schedule.
Right, because that's a challenge.
It
I mean, that's
is.
a
Well,
challenge.
I gotta credit my wife for coming up with that idea because I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "All right." I think she might have Googled it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Hey,
it's
that's
right
what
there
Google's there
in
for.
the paperwork.
yeah. She was like, "What you think about 3 days on,
Did you
4
take the
days
parenting
off?"
and divorce class?
Huh?
What? Did you? Because in Indiana, to get a divorce, at least one of the parents has to take a divorce and parenting class.
Nah, we haven't crossed that bridge.
Oh,
yet.
you haven't officiated it yet.
Nah, we like
Oh, got you.
that's 2023.
Listen, I'm 2 in, so I'm taking.
She's an
taking 2
overachiever
of
in
these
every
classes.
way.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it. It's actually a nice little hustle.
She
I was
know all the
thinking to myself,
answers. Just
'cause I was
holler
like,
at
wait a minute, I know
Ah.
what I pay, and there's these other people. I'm like, I need to start teaching these classes.
Yeah,
You
should.
could.
I
You're an
can.
educator.
People want to see you too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be
Yeah.
a nice thing. It's like I'll
That
go to
would
this
be dope.
class.
I'll take
Yeah.
your class.
Boom.
I'll take
Look
this
at that.
But no, they in the class.
Do it. I'm taking
You
your
learn
class.
in the class
Okay.
about like the parenting schedule and how you're supposed
Okay.
to. One of the biggest things that I feel like most people ignore is that your dating time is not your parenting time. Because a lot of times people want to like, because you do carve out free time for when you can't work as much. So
Yeah.
usually that would be your dating time. So a lot of times people
Ah.
would, be like, oh, this is Uncle Charlie, so he's gonna be here with
Uncle
us while
Charlie.
We not doing
That
that.
nigga.
As a matter of fact, ain't nobody meeting my kids unless it's real. Anyway.
Thank you.
Like you not seeing my
Get your,
child.
if you
That's
don't
part.
get your
So
cup
you
up
don't
here,
even need the class.
You feel
You
me?
don't even need the class.
You already know.
You already know.
The
'cause
class is for those who don't know. I agree. I mean, because why though? Like if it's not going anywhere, why even
I don't want to
put
meet
them
your
people?
kid. Even if
It's
it's
be-
going
I don't
somewhere,
wanna-
like
right,
you don't
I
know how
wanna
long
wait.
it's gonna be going.
And
there.
no judgment because it is hard to find the free
understand.
time. I understand
But
how it
back
happens.
end cheers. Yes.
Yeah. I see how it happens, but you sometimes just have to take that L, and it's
Yeah.
just.
And if I do see your kid, like just let it be known that I'm not like,
Like we're not family.
yeah, we not. I'm not
their
we
own.
not even really dating. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here helping.
Yeah, we're friends.
I put a light bulb in.
That's a perfect way of putting it. I'm just here.
I'm
just
here
here
helping
helping.
until like,
Yeah.
oh dang,
I
he,
mean-
so he all the helping dude,
To
you
help
really
and
like
that's
him.
a way better way to receive somebody.
Yeah.
when you don't
That's a
know.
handyman.
He's somebody helping my
Mom
I'm
out,
looking out.
right?
You know
Looking
what I'm
at
saying?
Yeah,
Or we
that's
doing
cool.
business
Helping
together or
dude.
something.
something.
Helping
Yeah.
you. You need to call him.
Yeah, he was cool.
he
And I be
I
cool.
like that.
I be cool.
He
as
helping
hell.
out.
helping dude. I
I
like,
like
it.
that.
Nah, for sure. But
Yeah,
yeah, the
seriously.
kids, like I think that's very important because like lines get blurred. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, all right, so
Yes.
now your daughter think or son think I'm a fuck nigga because now I just bounced, but we wasn't really, you know what I
Right.
mean?
They don't understand the nuance of
Yeah.
dating.
Right,
and all
which
that
is
kind
Cause
why
it's
I really
layers
try
to
to
that.
keep
It's
my
not
kids
fair.
out of my dating life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
They
the thing.
should
You
be.
don't really need. Or as I told my nephew, like back when I was still married, and my ex's nephew used to live with us, and he had brought like some girl over. I was like, listen, I don't want to meet your hoes.
Yeah.
Like, don't bring your hoe because
your
I'm
hoes.
like, yeah, like there's too many. I'm meeting too many of your, and then I don't want them to know where I live because they'll come over here looking for you
Yeah, for
and
sure.
slash my tires, thinking it's your car. So I don't
That
want
part.
this
How
kind
old
of
was he at
problems.
that time?
Teenager,
It's
just that
kind of
age.
hard to be a teenager. And,
It's
you
always
know
hard
what I'm
being a
saying?
teenager.
It is. You got to
Yes.
find places.
But
to
I
do
was
your
just letting
stuff,
him
but
know
you
the
gotta just
rules.
find-
Like, don't bring
Not
your
here,
hoes
though.
around your family. Like, that's not what.
Don't bring your hoes around your family. Yeah,
Nah,
that's
that's a
real.
good rule in
Because we
general.
had spaces to do that when we was little. We always found like you had a car. Do you have a car?
Yo.
I think he did have a car. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So there's no reason for them to be here.
Dugouts,
Goodbye.
cars.
Yeah. We would just ride around.
Yeah.
All the time. We would be just riding around all of the time, just kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Like,
same too. Your
would it
kids
be?
don't need to meet your hoes.
No, they
yes,
don't.
Cheers to
They
that
don't.
too. I'm drunk now, so now this is
cheering
everything's
everything.
cheers.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, not
cheers.
like drunk, but you know what I'm saying.
I've been watching the
Nice
cups
little bit.
disappear.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying.
I'm ginger ale tipsy right now.
But what's crazy to me though, like, I think that a misconception about being an introverted person is that, you're not social or you're
Or
not
fun.
or you're very yeah.
Like-
Introverts be the funnest because
I'm the shit, like for real. For
because
real.
y'all be like
I
little
be
hidden
cracking myself up
treasure.
a lot
Yeah,
of times.
you got your
I'll
own
be
little
like-
inside
But
joke.
yeah, I talk to
you got like
everybody.
everybody else is the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, look at that motherfucker.
Yes. And they're so observant usually because usually they're taking it all in. And yeah, I talk to everybody. So I mean, a lot of my friends I think would consider themselves introverts. But I mean, this is why I tapped her to be in the podcast though, because I'm like, you're a hidden treasure. First of all, she's interesting, she's beautiful, she's smart.
True.
Hello, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You
how
look
are
like
you
my
keeping
mom.
this to yourself? So
Hey.
it's one of those things where it's like you have all this.
I
Shout out to moms, you know what I'm saying?
I was about
Shout
to
out
go
to
too
moms.
far.
That's what I used.
It's the ginger ale.
I used to always
It's
pray.
general. I was
I
about
used
to go.
to pray.
I was about
like,
to go way too far. Like, hey,
please
where your
let
mom
me
at?
grow up to
Let
look
me
like
see
my
a
mom.
picture.
Please let me grow up to look like my mom. And it came true.
She's beautiful.
It
She's a
happened.
lovely
I
lady.
did it.
Blessed.
Yeah, but I just feel like, it's an untapped treasure because I do feel like I want to encourage people who are introverted to get out there sometimes, though, because y'all got so much juice. Like, people need it.
And thank you.
People need it.
Because I wouldn't
appreciate
have a
that.
lot of the good
Yeah.
experiences that I have in my life if I hadn't been encouraged to leave the house sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's why I like making people feel comfortable. Like, because I'm so social, like, I get it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. So, like, when I meet people like that, I'm just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can. I like to make people feel comfortable to talk because I feel like, I think about we've been doing this for like a year and a half.
I'm not keeping track. Time is weird.
A year and a half,
Alright.
and
What
I've been
is
keeping
time
track.
for real?
Especially
Don't
after
even-
the lockdown.
okay,
Time
okay,
got
that's
super
true.
weird.
I'm
It's a
just
different
saying-
period of
Yeah.
time.
I
We've
don't even
been
think
doing
this
this.
is the new year for real, for real.
Oh my God,
Let me
we
not
are in
get
the
into
future.
it.
We just said that. We just
Yeah.
Actually, I'm living in the future, so your presence is my past.
okay, but
Ooh, I like
so
that.
don't confuse me.
It's Kanye.
Put it on the shirt.
My presence is a present. Kiss my ass.
Wow,
That was
bars,
the
bars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, this is what I'm
So
saying.
you don't
She's
know-
an introvert, though.
You don't
She
know
out
it
here-
until you hear it, and like you hear
Listen.
bars outside
Yeah,
of
when
the
you just
music.
say
It's
it.
like,
Yeah, when you just say
damn,
the
it's
words,
deep.
it's
It'd be like,
weird.
that
But
sounds
yeah,
crazy.
he said it so fast on the
Yeah.
song. But yeah, I'm living in the
Take it
future,
in,
so your
y'all.
presence is my past.
I just feel like that's my point, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people
I
out here
memorize
who
a lot
aren't.
of song lyrics.
See? Just get out there. I'm saying, like, if you're an introverted person, like,
Get outside. You never know what's
you
gonna
have
happen.
to- yeah,
I wouldn't have
And
met
you
y'all
can
if
leave
I
at
ain't
any
come outside.
time. We proved it. You can leave at any time. You're
That's
free
true.
to
You
leave.
can definitely
and
leave.
you could kick us out.
You can kick us
They're
out as
almost
well.
about to get kicked out right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We did.
It
I
won't
don't
be
even
the
know
first
what
time.
time it is on that camera. Hopefully, it's yeah.
It's like,
You know what, I'm a-
This is like Vegas. There's no clocks.
Probably should
Well, it's a
stop
clock right there, but I
Oh,
didn't.
right, right,
I
right.
didn't
It's
look
almost been-
on the camera
Oh,
to
I
check
got
and
you
see
to
how
see.
much time, so we could possibly
Should we take a break or something? and come
not
back?
be.
Even.
left that.
Yeah,
Break.
we're
I mean, technically,
back.
we never left.
What a great
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, this has been really fun. So I didn't even really have any, I mean, New Year's, y'all do resolutions? Or?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Let's talk about it
You
then.
didn't strike me as a New Year's resolution.
Really? You know what? I find that I strike people in like the things people assume about me are often incorrect. I'm usually really surprised at the things people
Really?
assume about me. Yeah. But I do. I love a good New Year's resolution. I love it. Like a good reset.
Well,
Like
shoot then.
What you
I've
got?
been saying this for the past month. I want to be able to fight off attackers. I'm watching
She
a
has
lot
been
of.
saying that, and I want to, like,
I've been watching a
Smack
lot
in
of
the face
movies. I
every
saw
time
Wakanda Forever, Woman King, and I also love kung fu movies. Like I want to be able to
that's
at
crazy.
least do a decent kick
it's like,
punch.
can I at least karate chop
A
you
kick
in your
punch
neck?
combo.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I want to be okay. And so I found a gym,
Okay.
and so I think I want to start taking some lessons there on how to just some defensive moves to stay in shape.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Thank
I was
you.
gonna say you should come to boxing class every Tuesday and Thursday.
I'm usually if I'm not free on a Tuesday, I'm free on a Thursday, and because the alternating parenting schedule.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
every other week,
My kids
Tuesday's
be at
free.
home
Every other
every
week,
day.
Thursday's free.
Got you.
Or I could bring her because I'd like for her to be able to fight off
Definitely
attackers.
bring it. I bought my daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter needs some boxing classes, yo. She has some energy.
Stay.
She needs
Pent-up rage?
to
In Thursday.
Because I feel like I also have some pent up rage, honestly.
understand me.
Well,
have
that
to.
was the theme from Best Man Best Man Final Chapter, which we're
Have
going to
you watched
review.
I haven't seen.
It-
I haven't either.
It's fine. Everyone
I
has
haven't seen
time to catch up before, but at a certain point, I'm just going to start spoiling things. And
This makes me wanna.
I
Can we
could.
stick up
I'm
middle
like a
fingers on your
real
show?
good yes.
I'm not. This
shot. At least I didn't get
Yeah.
punched. Moni has a lot of upper body
Yeah.
strength.
I also have some pent up rage myself.
I believe it. I believe it. She did something to me one day, and I was like, whoa.
Real talk. It'd be like,
I'm active. I'm
Like,
active.
that was
damn.
that was a funny punch.
right. It's like,
That's a funny punch.
Right.
All right, Yeah, I'm gonna
Sorry,
walk away for a
guys.
second. I'll be right back.
Right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
So
My
yeah, I
bad.
want to be able to, just get it rocking if I have to.
Well, just grab one and like that wasn't that much.
I noticed you have the punching bag
Yeah.
thing too over there.
Well,
yeah.
I got the downstairs.
I wanna do a roundhouse kick.
Yeah, I
My
want to do
son asked
the,
for one, yeah. Well, it's not that.
speed
It's
bag.
just it's a body bag.
a heavy bag.
Heavy one.
Got you.
Cool.
Yeah, I
So
wanna
my
get a
number
speed
one
bag, too.
resolutions. Anybody else trying to bring anything to 2023?
I decided not to. I'm not gonna say acknowledge time, but
Ooh.
I want to like. I just want everything to flow. Like I want my elevation just to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put a number or a time or a date on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually just want to.
Keep elevating.
Just go with
Yeah.
it, yeah, for sure.
Cause if I say, all right, New Year, January 1st, I feel like it's gonna put something on it that I don't want. Like I feel like if I didn't do it, then
I actually really
like I know I'm
that.
elevating, so I'm just gonna keep on.
As long as there's progress, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to like.
That reminds me of my son. I asked
Yeah.
him that today too. He was like, I just want to do everything I've been doing, but better. I was like,
Exactly.
that dude.
To him, yeah, nah, to
That
him.
dude.
To our
He
future
be
ancestors.
I'm
The
actually,
future
I'm
ancestor.
actually stealing it, so let him know I'm
I
taking
steal
that
a
one.
lot of
That
stuff
is-
from him.
Yeah.
He is
a wise young man.
astounding. Like I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is
I did
super impressive.
Get
Like
that.
I did that,
Yeah,
but it
you
was
know,
a
you don't really
village
think about that.
though.
I'm like, dang, my daughter's super smart. I'm like, that's my daughter.
Though, like
Yeah,
for
like giving
real
yourself
though?
credit.
My son's super smart. He's the dopest fucking artist in the world to me.
Let's go.
How old is he?
He's better than me. Like,
How old is
and
he?
I pride
that's
myself.
that's the whole plan,
That's
right?
the-
He's
Yeah.
hard. Like he's 15.
Wait, how old is he's 15? Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's
he
gonna
play the
keep blowing your mind.
drums.
Because that was the thing too. I have a piece that my son did when he was 15, and I love it. Like it's amazing. I was like, I'm like, you did this? He was like, yeah.
And see, that's how mine. I'm like, dog, you could really be selling these. And he's
You
like,
don't
yeah.
even know. You don't even know. Yeah, how great you are. That's crazy.
So what about you, Moni? What you?
You
Oh
know
wait, I'm
what?
sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
so my bad,
I gotta
my
say
bad.
this because I got 3 kids. So
Let's go. What's the third one? Like,
My-
yeah,
my-
shut up.
my oldest son, like he is just like dope as hell on all levels, just as a person. Like
How old is he?
he's 19.
Let's go. He getting into
Is he
the
20? He about to be 20. Is he
Okay.
20?
It changes every year. It's hard.
I mean,
to
we
keep track
talked about how time
Hold on,
doesn't mean
he's-
anything. He's somewhere in there.
He's somewhere in there.
All right, bet.
He is.
I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
But,
I'm
right,
telling
start
you.
blaming it.
but yeah, he's like he know how to keep like he's the balancer. Like I'm like ah. Dad, you know, just calm down.
There it is.
Everything is everything.
My
What
son
do you
talks to me
need?
like Goldie the pimp.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
cool. Like he
He
be
is
like,
so
I'm
cool.
like,
He's
he
so cool,
is.
though.
I'm just looking at him. I'm like, I know what you're doing. You trying
I
to
know what
I
you're doing.
know what you're doing.
I've been here before.
But I still like it, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're
Carry
doing,
on.
though. Carry
Carry
on.
on.
Yeah. That's
It's
great
dope.
though. It's good to have good kids.
Yeah, it is great to have.
It
Good.
says a lot
Because I
about
feel like a lot of
you.
it's luck.
Nah, for real, it's a gamble.
It is. That's why I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm cashing out.
Oh, I'm done too. I'm done too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I wish
Hey.
I would.
I'm
all funned out.
I wish I would.
Oh, I'm literally done.
Yes, good
It's
for you.
super-
Me too. Same.
Out of here.
Same.
Yeah,
I
Doc,
was
can you
like,
cut a
yeah.
little bit more, please?
Right. Just make sure to burn it. Can you burn it?
Burn it.
Make sure
Burn it
it's-
good too.
Yeah,
I
put it.
wanna-
Make sure we.
Okay, I smell it. Yeah,
Right.
burn
That's it. That smells dead.
Done deal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. As far as my New Year's resolutions, I think this year I want to. I mean, obviously, grow our podcast. Like I am enjoying doing it way more. I mean, I knew I was gonna like it. I mean, because you're awesome. But
Aw.
Yeah, yeah, so
But
cute.
agree.
I know,
I
like
know,
love
thank
her
you.
genuinely. Like this is my boo, and I mean we've been friends for almost 30 years.
Yeah,
Like, if
you
you
can
And it
tell when
has
it's
been
fake, too.
we look
funner.
so
It's
young,
been,
but
it has been funner than I expected to be. I
I'm gonna say,
expected
y'all
it
do
to
look
be
like y'all
fun.
in y'all 20s.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God,
I always say I'm like 2 21-year-olds.
That's hard.
fun. Okay.
That's hard.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
it's
I'm gonna use that too.
21-year-old.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm 220 years old. Yeah,
always
220 years old.
220s.
That's pretty dope.
But yeah, I just want to continue to grow our podcast and
Mm.
meet dope people and just expand our platform. And I mean, because the Black experience is so diverse. I think it's
Yeah.
cool to like show the diversity in it. Like you can be cool and smart and you get to define your own Blackness. But I just feel like introverts included, everybody like get out there and put your shit out there.
Yeah,
Talk
get
your shit,
outside
man.
because you never know who
You
or
just
what
never
kind of situations you're gonna put your
know.
like the people I've met, the things that I've done, the places I've been. Like, man, I said I ain't putting time on nothing, but like the past year and a half, it's like been like mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like I never saw myself in these places, never saw myself meeting these people. It's just been like
you might surprise yourself is all I'm saying. And so
Exactly.
don't put limits on yourself. So just like just meeting our potential, and then also from that standpoint. But personally, I think I'm gonna get into. I want to try to get into yoga this year. Because I remember I asked you too, because you said you had the yoga mat up there and stuff like that. I want to get into. I want to learn more about like the chakras and stuff like that. I was at the Black Business Bazaar that day
Yeah.
when I saw you, and there was a young lady. I'll have to send her information, but pamper something. She was doing the chair massages. I used to do nails. I did nails for like a decade, so I was in the beauty industry and stuff like that. And I was like, let me get this back massage or whatever. I'm stressed. You know what I'm saying? I gave her gave her a tip, and she was like, yeah, your heart chakra is like blocked. I'm like, wait, what?
Whoa, she dug way
What
deeper
does
than
that mean? You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm like, geeking out. Like what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like looking it up, and it was like all the stuff it was saying. I'm like, yeah.
And then,
Not all of it, but some of it. I
Yeah.
was
But,
like,
like, yeah,
I be
with
feeling
the
the same way. It might not
yoga-
all hit, but
because it hit, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe I need to get into yoga.
the
so-
alignment is very real, though. Just
the
physically,
alignment.
there's no physical without the spirit, and there's no spirit without the physical. Like, you have to have those
Yeah.
aligned. So if one is suffering, what is? I think it's from The Godfather. It's like if the mind suffers, the body cries out.
Yeah, it does.
So
It
you
is.
have to, get that together.
Yeah, man. So I'm just in a space where I want to find some alignment for myself.
So look for
And-
that on the Fab Podcast. We're gonna get some video of me punching and Moni breathing.
Right.
Wow.
Listen, we're gonna be exchanging energy because
I'm
it's
here
my
for it.
natural shit to punch. That's my favorite.
Yeah, and I don't.
And she
like,
wants to breathe
yeah.
and be regular, and I'm like, no. Like,
And see, I
like
already-
something.
Yeah,
Nah,
like
you
I-
gotta breathe. You gotta
but I need to
inhale,
breathe
shit.
instead. Like,
And
it's
making it your own,
restraint.
because I have my own practice, and of course my yoga practice is singular. Like, I don't want to go to a class.
Yeah.
I mean, I
sure.
do, but I do like occasionally doing. I did a couple yoga classes, like the outdoor
IMA?
ones.
That was dope.
Yeah, we went to Newfields and then Holiday Park. They do.
Okay.
I didn't
in
do
the
any.
summer.
I get invited, but mostly I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't know. It be bugs outside.
It do be.
Ew.
Like so, if I'm meditating and then
This a distraction.
But that's part of the discipline of the
It is.
meditation.
So shout out to my partner,
because
Shamika.
life is never gonna stop.
She put me on the yoga piece journey, like all the stuff
Let's
I'm
go,
on now,
John.
like with the
I love
incense and like all you seen the
Shamika,
sage
boo.
upstairs.
Yes,
like,
I
all
did.
that.
I love that. I
So
love
all that she put me
Shout
on.
out to
all
your
that.
friends who be just like opening up your opening up your world to other stuff. And this is why I'm saying like it's important. I think in the new year, people, not that y'all ask me, but I feel like aligning yourself with people who
Is aligning yourself with people important?
is super important. It has to be literally one of the most important things you
It
can do for
is.
yourself. I mean, your tribe, the people you are around and choose to be around, make sure they're people you admire, people who are challenging you, people who are inspire
Inspiring.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do a double one, but I didn't want to hit the mic. But yeah,
She was
just
definitely just gonna glass.
you know what I mean?
airplane,
Like we about to
dog.
be wrecking the fly zone, but
I know.
no, but yeah, definitely do that because it makes a huge difference.
It's
And
important.
So
I
it's
wouldn't
super
be
important.
where I'm at now mentally. I think I'd have been broken by now if I wouldn't have the circle that I got right now. So I'm not gonna do that because if you start naming people, you got to name everybody.
Well, shout out to my circle. Y'all know who you are.
Shout out to my circle.
Y'all know
Y'all
who
know
you
who
are.
y'all are. And I appreciate y'all because you definitely uplifted me and brought me through some real dark places. You know what I'm
Right.
Thank
saying?
you to everybody.
I know.
I'm
It's
just
definitely
immensely
nothing.
great.
And thank y'all, because every time like I see y'all, it's
Hey,
like
we
a
out here. It's a good vibe. It's a
Yeah,
vibe.
always.
That's
I
what
need y'all-
that's what we hope to
I need
do.
y'all in my circle more.
See?
Strong
And y'all
agree.
do too. So you know what I'm
Strong
saying?
agree. You
Check
heard
us
it here.
out. You know what I
You heard it
mean?
here.
The fly
Right
zone
here.
don't lie.
Because, I mean, we come around, so
Yes,
don't
have to
say
be
it unless
more-
you mean
more
it.
often.
Yeah, because we be
Look, it get a little lonely over
And
here.
be like, hey. pop
And I'm
up.
an introvert, so I be like, man, who do I want?
It's funny,
I go
too,
like, who do
because
I want in my space?
it's the
Yo,
thing. It's
I
like, it's
will
not
pull
like you
you
don't
out.
get lonely.
Yeah.
It's just at a certain point, you'd be like, oh, I have to immediately be by myself.
Yeah,
right. And I don't.
Like I might
Yeah.
be doing this podcast by yourself. If I just got like, you know what? I'll be right
Okay,
back,
sorry.
dog.
Like, we'll find something to talk about.
Right, I bet.
But see, I'm always the friend who, like, I know when I have introverted friends that I need to push, though, because we
Yeah.
were just talking about that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, it's your
Because
birthday's
she
coming
feels,
up.
she feels
Where
like
we're
a
going.
bully.
I do. I be like, I be
Man.
feeling mean, but I know you need it, and I'm
I almost
not
got
gonna
pumped
stop.
into my birthday too. Like
Yeah, you said
everybody
almost.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Oh,
nah,
was
what's
you
your
doing
birthday?
something
I
for
had
your
to give up
birthday.
my birthday on the podcast.
Barely. You didn't even.
It
was
counts.
ish.
All right.
Give
Okay.
us a month. Just give us the month.
Nah,
Look.
12, 10.
Oh, it was.
Oh, you just said.
82.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Yes.
My 40, big 40.
Yeah,
Yeah, Feliz cumpleaños.
And I went to dinner with my parents and my sister. Took me to this place called Noah's
Noah's Ark?
Noah Carter.
That is a restaurant in Noah's.
Is it Carter
in
Noah? Noah something.
get out.
I don't know, but it was
really
nice.
good?
Like they know I love real good food.
Okay.
Okay.
And this place was a very elegant, nice.
You seem like a bit of a
seafood.
foodie.
I'm definitely a foodie.
Really?
It's
I
giving.
love
Well, wouldn't it
food.
be fun to like do like
Yes, let's do it.
I
You ain't
wanna
gotta
show
say
where
it.
we go and eat.
Say less. It's like food.
Whatever about to come out your
yes.
mouth, you got something to do with
Because
food.
I
I'm
mean,
with
shout out to 1313. I mean, they ain't paying me,
Okay,
but I know those your peeps, right?
they are definitely my
Yo, them
peeps.
chicken wings are popping. You understand me?
For sure.
I
The
don't live on
Grippos.
the Grippo boys.
I
but
haven't
like
had them
those-
yet.
I like the Jamaican ones.
I ain't had them.
You tripping? You're,
I am.
You're tripping.
They
Them
had
ones
this this burger I had. Oh my god.
Their food is really
yeah,
good.
real
And
good
so
food.
I'm-
Shout out to
I mean,
1313.
Yeah,
I hope
shout out to
y'all are all
y'all.
eating good.
Y'all can, y'all listen. I hope y'all are. I know I am today. I got.
Shout out to Mimi's too. Mimi's events and
Oh.
yeah.
What she got over there?
She
in
got
Mimi's? I'm
some of
checking out.
everything.
Straight up?
That
Where
catfish.
she at? Where she
Oh, my, we
at?
can go right now.
Where is she? Look.
Can we though? Because it's
It's on-
New Year's Eve. I mean,
know.
technically I know it's New Year's
It's
Day,
on-
but it's New Year's Eve
It's
and
on
everything
ninth.
closed.
It's
is
on.
early.
Yeah, we might not be able.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay,
I
we
forgot
can
it is
visit
New
her
Year's.
another
It
time.
is.
Yeah, because I had to keep in mind
Time.
today. I'm like everything's
Yeah,
closing early.
everything is
so
closed
Let
today.
me make sure
Hold
I
up,
have
my
everything I
dinner's
need.
made. I'll put my carnitas in the pressure cooker. I was like, you gotta release the valve.
I just got a
I'm eating my
air
leftovers
fryer
from last night.
in my life. I just got an air fryer in my life.
Air fryer.
But everybody
Wait,
got
you just now got an air fryer? When did you get an air fryer? What was the date?
He's like,
For your
yesterday.
birthday?
2 weeks ago.
Yep, that tracks.
So look, anybody who don't have an air fryer,
You're tripping.
You playing.
Get
You're playing
a-
yourself.
I've been playing myself. I don't even know how long they've been out. I've been talking about
I've
everybody
had
like
mine
it can't be that important. It
Since
can't
before
be that.
since before the lockdown, I had an air fryer.
That's
Straight up,
crazy.
straight up.
If you have your food and you want to reheat it, and you hate that it tastes like French fries and all that, like
You can't put those in the microwave.
no, you can't.
just
You can
cannot.
almost not even put them in the oven. You know what I'm saying?
You could put leftover nachos, you know, those you go out to
Like
eat, and you just leave the
Yeah.
nachos because there's no way to heat them up. You pop them hoes.
Everything
Them
bounces
hoes.
back. I done put everything in there. I ain't gonna lie.
Pop them hoes in the air fryer.
Pop them hoes
And my
in the
favorite
air
thing
fryer.
to do with my leftovers is turn them into breakfast. So if I
Yo,
have fries,
let's
if I had
go.
nachos, you put eggs on anything. It's brunch.
You're like, hey, we're out here.
Huh.
You just look.
Heat it up in that air fryer.
You are surprising me today.
Don't let the
I
glasses
honestly
fool
want
you.
to ask people, like, what do you think of
We
me?
should have a
Because
whole
it's
episode like that.
Like,
What do
ask
you
me
think?
anything.
You know what? To
it's-
be real with you,
Okay, let's
First
do it.
impressions, that's good. I like this. Let's go there. What was your first impressions of Kat? When we met, because we.
I'm nervous
Let's see
now.
how-
I don't know about it.
Okay.
No. Real talk. I'll say it.
I'm scared now. Are we?
we live.
No,
We
yeah, I
live.
mean, apparently.
I mean, you can edit it.
This
I
is your
can edit
podcast.
mine. I can't edit yours.
I can. Well, she can. It's just a video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send to her.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh,
I
you
edit
recording?
everything.
You not
It's just
live,
a video.
live.
No. Remember, I told you our live got knocked out
The
because
live
of the
for
music.
Yeah, this is just my video on my phone.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah.
time I'm thinking that was live.
No. You can relax now. We
Ah,
can edit
woo.
stuff. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been getting the PG-13 version.
Man,
Breakout,
no, not
let's-
really. Not really.
Not really.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
nah.
but first impressions
Nah,
of Kat, because we met at the Selfie Museum. Because I just
did.
saw the special.
Yeah.
You were following some people I knew, so I'm like, well, fuck it.
Hey.
I'm a,
Nah,
it's
that's,
$100.
that's my.
That looks
I ended up
good.
going there again. It was cool. Somebody had a girl. She had a 13-year-old birthday party. I ended up knowing the people. It was kind of crazy. Like, it was dope.
Yes. So that's
It was
nice.
another
to
one of them
throw out there
introverted things, and I
sometimes.
was like, fuck, I gotta go to this. And then it was like, damn, I know everybody here.
But this is fantastic. Where this ain't that bad.
I'm definitely avoiding the question. So let me
But
just go ahead.
why?
And get,
Tell us. I mean, because I feel like
I'll tell you, like, one of the things that I hear over and over and over again from a lot of people, because I remember one time when I was in school and I wore my J's to class, one of my classmates, another African-American gentleman, and he was like, oh, I'm surprised to see you were in J's. I'm like, why? And he was like, I just didn't figure you'd be the type
I
of person
think
to
people
wear-"
always say my thing. The people always say to her, be like, "Somebody you date white guys."
Yes.
that was my first impression. Also,
Really, straight up.
that was my first impression.
Is it the glasses?
It's
I didn't have the glasses on.
Nope.
Oh, you sure didn't.
I don't know.
What is
it was.
She enunciates her vowels.
It's just because I'm weird.
You're not weird.
I am, though.
You're eccentric.
That. That's a synonym
It's
for
a-
weird.
Right, it is. It's like if you like synonym for weird.
But I'm
it's
weird too, though.
Yeah.
Like, so
Right.
all
I don't
are.
take it as an insult.
I appreciate
Yeah.
weird. I think being weird is
Yes.
the coolest shit.
It's
on
the
earth.
best. That's
It
why I
works
like it
with
like that.
art.
So
It does.
I don't know. I
Okay.
think I was taking that question the wrong way. I was about to take it left field, so I'm gonna bring it back.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
it back. Bring it back. Yeah.
All right. So, first initial impression was that you were different, which was a great thing.
Absolutely.
You did give off our day white guy vibes.
Let's just say I haven't done that since my 20s, okay? Like,
That was a vibe.
That's
It was
funny.
a vibe. I think it's just like how you carry yourself, which is not a bad thing.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
I want to
probably-
get like a sign or
It's
something.
probably intimidating.
I like
It's
that
probably
one.
intimidating for most.
Really?
Yeah, cause
Cause she got some. It seems she
it's
seemed
kind
confident.
yeah,
Right?
very.
That's
you know what I'm
good.
saying?
That's a good
So it's
thing.
like if you ain't got your shit together, you better
Right,
move the
don't
fuck
even-
around.
I don't
Please
have my
fuck-
shit together. I
Move
had a
the fuck
post this
around.
week
Don't
about
tell
get your
nobody
shit
that.
That's
together.
beautiful,
Don't
though.
tell
But
nobody
see,
that
we
shit.
talked to
You
fake
fucked
it.
it up. Now
Gather.
They don't know.
It's
We
too
gotta
late.
miss out.
Right.
We
If
gotta
they
miss out.
if they follow us, they already know.
everybody
But it's
gonna
like
be like,
gather all your shit and put
Yeah.
together, put
Just
it in a
have
backpack.
it in case you gotta get up and get the fuck out.
I,
of
I
here.
remember when I was in school, like one of my classmates told me that. I was like, "You're the most like put together person I know," and I was like, "Oh, that's
It's like no.
Don't put that pressure
Whoa,
on me.
whoa.
I
Hold
was
on.
like,
Yeah.
actually,
Right.
I'm like, I'm glad you feel that way, but like my life is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually made it a point to say that because I used to be like a teacher's assistant when I was in school and for the computer science class at Tech. And so at the end of the semester, I was just, giving them a rundown what I was doing in school. So for like what they could expect. And I was like, also, my life is falling apart. I've had to go to court. I'm losing my marriage. Like everything
Right.
is everything
Terrible.
is
It's all
terrible.
bad.
You just keep going.
It's the
Like
prime.
that's the only move. Divorce is always good news because it means they decided not to kill each other.
Boom.
That was
So
good. Now that's good.
Yeah. So
Did we
I
get a little
always
ding?
because it is hard. Like
Nobody died.
No one
Nobody
goes
died.
into their marriage like, hey, this might fall apart.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Exactly.
always
Everybody's the
been
best
heartbreaking. And I
intentions.
think I talked to you like we were about to record one day and I started crying because earlier that day I had to
Like, oh,
see my ex and it's like it was just like, oh my God, like there's a lot of emotions I haven't really
Let
there's
go
still
of.
a lot there. And I was like, damn, it's like I gotta cry in the car. It's like, yeah, like there's gonna so don't feel bad if you just have to go in the bathroom and cry sometimes or have to just sit
And
in
it's
the
real.
car and cry sometimes because you really wanted something with this person like that. Because that's the thing, like where does the love go? Because that was that
Where does the love
It's
go?
still
it
there.
turns into grief.
yeah.
And then that grief is kind of always with you. That's like the
Right.
nature of
Right.
grief. It's grief is love persisting. So that's when someone dies and you still
Or
like-
relationships transition.
or if
like
a
what you're talking
relationship
about.
translates. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. And don't ever kick yourself because you feel bad. Like I think sometimes I wasn't talking about relationship stuff, but I was talking to a family member about like something that she said she feels she should be over by now. And it's like it hasn't even been a year yet.
Yeah, give
Like-
yourself like I feel like all right, so my grandparents, my sister, I don't know who is on right now, but
That little sister.
okay. So like I still haven't gotten over like what I'm saying, like I cry in the shower, I have moments I'm sitting there and it just hit me out
Like,
of
how am
nowhere.
I supposed to? How do you get? There's no
What, who
getting
gives you
over that.
like time and dates like to when you should you should be
Yeah.
over it by now, like
No.
why, how?
That's not
You know
real.
what I'm saying? And then like I'm just not really getting to feel feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like before I was
You were basking them.
yeah, so now I'm like I'm taking
They
on
come
all
hard.
feelings. They come
Yeah.
hard as hell.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not running away from them no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cry. And men, it's okay to
Where's
cry.
your glass.
Nothing wrong.
Oh, she's trying to toast you.
I feel like
I'll
that's
toast the empty cup.
so important because that's what we do, right? Like, I mean, it's
Push it down. Push
Yeah.
it down.
because that's my favorite.
And I
Even as
still
like,
hold on a little bit.
Of
Sometimes
course.
it depends on my audience. If I'm here,
Yeah,
nah, it's gone.
It is
yeah,
what
and
it
sometimes when I'm out, like I think I was filming a wedding, and they played "Purple Rain," and that was my sister's favorite song.
Prince.
And her favorite
It's
color
something
was
about
purple.
music. There are certain songs where it's like just thinking about.
I'm
I'm not
in
even going to
film.
mention the
Don't
songs.
do it.
I'm not because you're getting glassy eyed. We're all about to cry.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Fly Zone.
no,
I ain't
but
doing
seriously, there are some. I'll be working out and some songs will pop up on the playlist, and it's like I'm just
Whoa,
gonna.
whoa, whoa. Pause. Stop.
Right, hold on. No.
I'm not doing that in public.
Yeah.
It's like,
Cat be trying to do that to me.
I will
That's
just,
what she be trying
I'll
to
just
do.
cry in public. I'll just
Yeah.
like everyone will just
that
have
was
to.
a
I'll just
hard
play it
one.
off as sweat.
Luckily, it was a bunch
Play
of
it
people.
off the sweat.
And it was like, but it was, you know how you at a wedding and like the speakers just like, vroom, so it was
Yeah,
like,
going,
and then they
oh
had
my
a person
God.
really
It's like,
playing the
man.
guitar, like.
But you're
they had
allowed to
smoke
cry at
going on. I was
weddings.
like, oh,
It's
y'all.
like, but I didn't plan on that.
Not
But
right
you can
now.
just be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just so lovely. Like, I'll
Yeah,
just
but I'm
cry.
recording though. I gotta film this shit.
Sure.
So I'm
You're at work.
Can't even
You
see.
don't want to cry at work.
No,
You don't want to cry
I did.
at work.
I did it.
It
Listen,
happens.
Sometimes
though.
it
Yeah.
happens like
But
that.
crying gets the sad out. I'd like
It
to
do. I feel
destigmatize
like-
sad because I feel like I got that message when I was younger. Like, don't cry, don't cry,
Mm-hmm.
don't cry. I'll give you something to cry about. Don't cry.
I'll
and
give
it's
you
like,
something.
For sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
we
that
all-
And
was
they'll
the
give it
bar.
to you too.
They
You
would
cry
but
more. You're
it's
like, dang it.
nothing. Kat is giving you permission to cry. You're allowed
Yeah.
to cry. Crying is natural, human.
It is.
It's a form of medicine, and it gets.
And it
sad.
doesn't make you no less than a man
Yeah.
to show your emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Even if
saying?
you're a girl.
a strong girl.
Because I definitely did hate crying a lot. Okay.
Well, it messes up your makeup. Your
That
eyes
part-
get all
but
puffy.
even if I don't have makeup, I look like a possum after it. I'm too light skinned to be crying.
talk about
It's like
the
I look
ugly
like
cry.
a squirrel. It's
No,
like my
it's
nose
crazy.
is
It
red,
doesn't
my
matter.
eyes is like, oh
In
my
the
God.
entire spectrum,
It's not
everyone
cute.
Everyone looks
That's why I
awful
don't
after a
like
bad
it.
cry. My
It's
head hurts.
the worst. Yes,
Like,
nose
it's
is
a
stopped
whole
up.
thing.
Boogers is the snap for me.
It's not a good look.
Like the
but
best of
it's
one of them
needed.
bad cries, like when it's
Oh my
just,
God.
Where you're just wailing.
man.
Don't even. See, I don't like
Booger
And see,
cries
movies
is
do that too,
something
but I
else.
cry at everything though. And actually, even when I'm really happy, I cry. Like
do.
it's it's just
Just
it's
be
just
crying.
an abundance of emotions.
Yeah,
good
overwhelming.
that
I do
your
get
hands are in
overwhelmed.
touch.
I think I'm soft as hell.
We all are.
Movies,
We're
though.
all
like-
very squishy in the middle.
Visuals like movies and moments and stuff like that. If it relate, it's a wrap.
You're in it. Well, I mean, and like, so you create that for people. Like, is
Yeah.
that something that you feel like you tap into because
Yeah.
it's like you know how meaningful like it
I
is to
see
have
if
it?
I see something going on, I'm like I
Like,
have to
this
get
looks
that.
meaningful.
This is a moment. You know what I'm saying? I like captions,
Catch
so
it.
yeah,
That's
it's a
like
big part of what I
talent.
do.
That's pretty good. I like
Bigly.
it. Yeah, man. Because I be in the moment. I think one of our things that I wish. Well, so this is one of my goals for I guess 2023
Okay,
too.
let's hear it.
It's just like I be in the moment. I feel like I got to be better at like when I see the moment, like being able to capture it.
Yeah,
That's
know
a
what
lot
I
of photography.
Yeah, being able to capture.
When
Because
you
I
be
mean, I've
like-
always been that person. You know
You
me. Everybody
are.
who knows me.
I
I'm
also
always
wouldn't
taking
have a
pictures
lot
of
of
everything.
documentation of fun
Yeah.
times if it wasn't
Yeah.
for Moni because I never stopped to take pictures. I'm like
Yeah,
so
I will.
solely in the moment. I made this joke because I had a client who was trying to get me to like convert to Buddhism. And I made the joke like I'm too unattached for Buddhism. Like Buddhism is too much of an attachment for me.
damn.
Wow.
Because the
Which is
whole
pretty
point of
detached.
Yeah, it's
So-
really detached. So what? The?
Right. We can talk about that later, but okay.
Yeah, we definitely got to.
yeah, I was like, that's too because ultimately the whole point of Buddhism is to have no attachments, and so
Right.
it's like, okay, I already did it.
Okay, so you're Buddhist,
You
technically.
done it already.
Yeah,
so
I already
why
cleared
go
that
there?
level.
This like done. What's the next?
What's the next level?
right. Next.
Well, oblivion.
right. It's like death.
Yeah, I don't, that's the only thing I is not seeing.
It's
Like,
Nirvana. You just reach like complete
Exactly.
oblivion. It's like, okay, cool.
Oh,
I'm there.
Nirvana.
Yeah, that's what
what it
Nirvana
is.
is.
Right,
Yeah,
being.
oblivion.
Put that as the word too.
Nirvana
Look it
and
up.
oblivion. You should know what oblivion is, though. I think I know.
And if you don't hear, good opportunity to
There
figure.
you
That's
go.
why you're here.
Yeah.
You're learning.
Understanding.
Get
That's what
context
podcasts are
clues.
for.
That's right.
And reading. Do you have any like books you want to read for 2023?
Yeah, I got plenty of them.
Let's talk
They
about it.
upstairs on my.
I saw the one. I saw Will,
Definitely.
That's a
saw
good
Will.
one.
and I saw one of Shook Ones.
Shook
Charlemagne's
Charlemagne.
book.
Okay.
Yep,
And
I haven't
I've
finished that
read
one. I'm
one
almost
of his
done with
books, but I read Black Privilege, but I haven't read anything else.
it. I also got Gucci Mane book, but his is more like a picture motivational type
Okay.
book, which is cool.
You like visuals? It's cool.
Which
Have
is
you
cool.
thought
like
about
pictures.
writing a book?
I thought about it.
Me too.
I also want to finish my documentary, which I kind of started, but not really.
Okay.
I
I
just
feel
need
like
to write
sometimes
some.
those things take time.
They
You
do.
know, like you said, you're not putting no times on nothing. I think just always be writing it.
Yeah.
Always be
Yeah,
working on it.
you're right.
That reminds me of Doctor
Don't
Who.
look
Did
at it like
anyone?
that.
Is it just me? Has anyone else ever watched Doctor Who? Doctor Who.
Who?
He's a Time Lord.
Oh, wait. Is
Maybe.
that the same thing as Doctor Strange?
Nope.
Nope,
Oh.
that's different.
Nope.
Okay.
that's the Marvel universe. Doctor Who universe is a BBC property.
I don't know about that.
Nope.
I've heard of him, but I can't say that I know him well. I don't know that. I don't know
Long
that man.
story short,
Doctor Who?
I don't. Who?
Doctor Who, he's a Time Lord, and
Okay.
basically it goes into the nature of the fact that time isn't really linear. Just
No,
because
it's
we
not.
as human beings
We need it.
experience it as linear,
Yeah.
time itself is kind of this timey-wimey goofy thing. So actually, we experience time more honestly if we treat it as a relative concept.
This is
Because
true.
the
Time is
faster
really,
you
when we
move
think
through
about it.
space, the slower you move through time. Gravity affects time. Like, Moni's like, stop it.
It's New Year's.
Stop
Day.
it now.
New
We're
Year's
trying to
Day,
keep it
And we gotta
fun.
take things
A little
slow.
deep.
But I think that's
we
a
only have
super-
10 minutes
but
left.
that's a super deep resolution where you're like, I'm trying to stop let time control
Yeah,
me so much. Because
for
when
sure.
you do that, yeah, you're basically become a time lord.
Ain't no such
That's
thing
true.
as time.
It is an illusion.
It's an illusion.
Absolutely. So yeah, take your time, guys. You ain't gotta compare it to nobody else. Spend your time, with the people who support you,
Facts.
make you feel good. Create something. It feels good. You might learn something about
I'm
yourself.
actually going to start
Build.
hosting some drawing
You build,
classes.
it becomes a bridge to other people.
So reach out to me. Tell me how you like that to be, because I kind of want to do the kind of paint and sip concept, but I want to do
We
it
should
with
paint.
drawing
Should definitely paint.
tools
and
instead
draw.
of paint.
I'm with it.
Because, yeah, I
Like
want to get
charcoals?
more people into the space because it is healing. I do
It's a
feel
meditation.
so much.
If you don't meditate, I feel like art's a really good way to
and
kinda
not
tap
everything you
into-
make has to be good. I think that's what people
I got
get
an
caught
idea.
up in. Let's hear it.
But I can't say it right now because then
All
they
right.
gonna-
Okay, well, I want to hear the idea. So
Okay,
let's
we can
this
wrap it
shit
up.
So
All right.
you gotta wrap it up. This is your show.
Oh, I almost forgot. Y'all,
We take
y'all-
over.
Y'all so good at this, you know what I'm saying?
are an
And then it just turned
overwhelming
into a
presence.
great conversation.
Yeah, it went so
That's
fast.
what it's supposed to be. It's
It went
supposed
so
to be
fast.
that.
That's
It's
why
crazy.
2022 went so fast. I was having so much fun.
It's cool, but we're gonna do this a lot more.
For
hope
sure.
so.
I look
Actually,
forward
I
to
told
it.
Moni I
And
wanted
I'll
to
hunt
start
you down.
another podcast.
Well, I'm
And
with
I
it.
told her to pause because she's doing a lot. We can do it, but because time doesn't exist, right? So we ain't
Right.
gonna rush.
I'm with it.
But I'm with it too.
Just let me know when.
Just
I like podcasting. You started
It's
this.
fun.
I
I
didn't
did.
even know.
Listen,
Even if it's
listen.
not a podcast, it could just be a thing.
It could be a limited podcast. That's the thing. Podcasts don't have to go on forever.
No,
That's true.
it could be for a
Be
limited
serious.
time, and then we could do it a little more, and then.
That's true. We can do it in. Listen, we can talk about that off.
All right,
That's
so
for sure. But so.
So thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate you. Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh my gosh, yes,
All the
absolutely.
things.
all the
grab
things. I
one.
wish I had a horn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought I was gonna use my
Oh,
hand
there's
for the
this
horns
camera.
right here.
Here, Moni, because you're kind of away from the stuff we're
Oh,
getting
this
there.
one
So
here.
let's engage that camera. Definitely
Happy
want to
New Year,
engage your
guys.
main camera.
Happy New Year. Oh,
Happy New Year's. We love each and every one of you, even if you don't like us.
That's true.
if you don't like me, fuck you. I'm gonna say it like that.
I mean, it ain't none of my business. That's how I
If you
feel. I
don't
give a
like
damn.
me, I still love you, and you'll have to deal with it.
Ain't no love here. Fuck you.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited for 2023. Thank you so much for having us.
Likewise,
The
I'm
fly zone
excited.
is so fly.
And
You
reach
guys gotta
out.
check
And
it out.
before y'all get out of here, y'all gotta let people know
Oh, where we
to
are.
find y'all.
So wherever
it.
you're watching this, just tap in Fab Podcast or Fake Ass Book Club.
That's true. You're gonna find
Fab
it.
And we'll come
Podcast or Fake Ass Book
Fake
Club.
Ass Book Club.
On
It'll be
Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook,
Facebook.
YouTube, holla, holla, holla. We're
All
not on
the
Twitter.
things.
We're not like
Oh,
I ain't
we're
got enough
not on
time for
Twitter,
that.
no.
And my heart's not set up to get dragged on Twitter.
I'm not
so
on. I'm not a
I
Twitter.
can't.
I'm
I'm
not a
too old for
tweeter.
that shit.
Sorry.
But yeah, so we
But
try.
all the other things.
The other ones, yeah. Holler at us, you
we're
guys.
there.
It's except for OnlyFans.
Yeah, we not there
But
yet.
we-
I'm
but I
almost.
might-
I'm damn
I'm
near.
not against it though.
I might
I-
get
but that's
one.
crazy because I'm gonna entertain it.
I mean, listen,
But
I
we
already
are on Patreon. So
Patreon
definitely
too.
go
Yep.
to there.
I ain't
Patreon.com.
even
Because there's
Yeah.
extra stuff, and we get even. Can you imagine even realer?
We really
Wow.
do. Absolutely. She
Yeah.
shows her bottom half. She always talks about that. If y'all are interested in that. I mean,
Whoa.
it might be on there.
Patreon.
We're not going to get real specific about what that means, but you got to join to find out. Get your phone out.
I'm about to say I got
Patreon.
Yeah, it's like what's the?
Yeah, what is that? What does that mean?
How
Got
do
some
you do
cash
that?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Nah,
So
I'm
we're just,
kidding.
we trying to take over the world.
Oh,
you
that's
know what
dope.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, shoot, I might get on Patreon and show my bottom half. Who
There you
knows?
go.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen.
For
Look.
the fans. But
Only-
seriously, reach
only
out
for
to
the
us.
fans.
We like it so much when people reach out.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what's
good
up.
time. Yeah, man. So I guess this is it, man. It's the new
This is
year.
it.
How do y'all feel?
I
good.
feel great.
I feel good
Amazing.
too.
I always
like-
feel pretty good.
That is true. This is why I keep her around, man. She's
That's
like
dope.
she's like a drug I gotta sniff.
Got a lot of serotonin.
I need it. Absolutely. So get you a friend. Get you one of them ones that keep you
Get
up.
you a good
Get you
friend.
upper.
Get you a good friend that's like cocaine.
She's like, yes, that's
But that's
exactly
good
what she
for
said.
you.
I'm like good kind.
I'm like organic.
The good
Natural
cocaine.
Yeah, before it got processed.
Before the fentanyl and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
organic, unfiltered, unprocessed.
Yeah,
Right,
man.
Fair
straight.
trade.
And it feels weird at first, but it's like I
yeah,
like
but
this
then you'll be
stuff.
fine.
It's like this is real.
I'm about to bag up out of that part.
Okay. Bye guys. Peace.
All right, y'all have a good
Happy
one.
New
She got
Year.
Fly,
Bye,
Fly the
Fake Ass Book
creator,
Club.
the Fab, Fake Ass Book Club. I appreciate them. Thank y'all for coming out. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, share, and we out.